Hi, this is Gecko Mayhem. This is a God Forge video, as you can see from the background. It's a showcase today. We have a whole lot of artwork to go through, and we have some skill videos. Starting with the Dracula here. If I turn it on, there we go. I have not watched these, and I have not looked through the artwork, so this is going to be fresh eyes over everything, and I'm just going to give my natural reaction to everything. Let's have a look at his core skill. Oh, sucking in all the blood stuff and then buffing his team. Right, so it's a buff. So his core skill, which is basically your second skill that will go on to a short cooldown after he uses it. It looks like it's a buff on his team, and it could be some sort of lifesteal buff for the enemy. So I guess we'll see. I'm guessing that it's a buff where if the enemy attacks you, one of your party members, they will lose a bit of health and you will gain some health back as they attack you. That's what I'm guessing, because Dracula's all about sucking the life out of things. This next one is the first video that's titled Ultimate, so let's take a look and see if it looks ultimate. That's cool. Bam, 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 bam. That could well be his ultimate. A 4-hitter, an AoE 4-hitter where he just draws that energy in. Let's make it full-sized again, and draws all that energy in. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that is very cool. That is cool. I like that. Okay, this third one is the second skill that's also labeled ultimate. Let's take a look. Draws. It is his ultimate. It's just from the rear view. I see. That is very cool. I love that they show two different angles. So you got the one with the camera behind him, and he's just drawing all this blood energy in, and he just releases it. A 4-hitter AoE. That is pretty crazy. Next up, we've got the art attack. So I'm going to go through and let's see what juicy images and models and artwork they've released to us to tell you guys about. Okay, we've got here Stabe, obviously in the American faction. The American faction. Let's see here. Some sort of flower, a bone necklace. I have no idea who Stabe is in terms of mythology, but it is definitely cool to see more American characters being put into the game. She's very scantily clad, I have to say, and it's interesting what they do to show with the hair. So we've got the design of the hair with the little bone charms in it, and then what it looks like on the model, and then what the model looks like without the hair. And then we've got this little dagger. She is a rare, so I guess it is a bit simpler in terms of aesthetic and of course functionality once she's put into the game. It is great to see more characters that we just have not come across yet, and to see the concept art, and in this case the final render before she's turned into a 3D model. Next up, we've got Metztli. Geez, that's hard to say. Metztli. So Metztli, I don't know much about the Inca, Mayan, Aztec mythologies, and of course that being the American faction. Once again, within this faction, we see some really cool painted sigils and almost bright colors, not as multicolored as, say, Quetzalcoatl or some of the other ones that are the massive legendary dudes with all the different fancy colors. But it looks like an opal is being used, so opalesque colors here with the beautiful kind of almost jade coloring for reference. It's nice. I like this coloring, this kind of turquoise coloring that's being used throughout, and it looks very fancy just from the totem type sigil here through to the charms that are all around her. Yeah, really nice job on this one. Metztli. Alright. Also, she's a legendary, so she must be pretty important in Aztec mythology. Oh, here we go. He is obviously in the Izumo faction. Actually, he won't be Izumo, he'll be Tian. It's more, I believe it's more Chinese style. So if we look at this weapon and this bow, it seems to be more Chinese style. And of course this picture here and the top knot thing, it looks a lot more Chinese. So we're going to go with Tian with some very cool looking armor. Great use of Chinese colors as well, with the red and the yellow going down to the orange. And then just overall, the gold and the gilding and the shape of all this armor, really nice. This dude's obviously a warrior. I'm guessing he's epic as well, because he looks awesome. Then we have Mokosh, who is in the, what's it called? Virage, there it is. Had a mind blank there for a tick. The Virage faction, which is of course based on Slavic mythology, and she looks very Slavic with the beautiful green and red combination here, and the patterning on this is just so good, with this fleur de lis style down the bottom, and then the wheat stalks and whatnot. Mokosh, she must be somehow related to harvest and growth and life in some way. Yeah, the patterning on, even the patterning on the sleeves that they point out, it's just so well done. Beautiful gold piece around here. I don't even know what you call the kind of mantle, sort of, not a choker, but just the way the mantle sits, and this crown, absolutely amazing. It's a very cool looking legendary, very cool looking epic. Mokosh. I might have to find out exactly who Mokosh was. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Guys, here we have a boss. The Winged Reaper, based on Freya. So Asgard faction, based on Freya, with some cool shadow VFX. We looked at the VFX, the elemental VFX a couple of videos ago, maybe more than that, but it was a few weeks ago that we looked at the VFX references, and shadow VFX being applied here to the Freya model, and then an update to the face, and then just different details. So you see Freya's chest is very different to the way that this chest has actually turned out, but this part here is the same, and then the leggings have been just fully brought all the way up. Yeah, so they've taken Freya as a base, and they've just improved on it and made it super shadow-like. Oh man, this boss is cool. Can't wait to see what this boss actually does with its harpoon or polearm and two-handed sword there. Maybe a one-handed sword. Could be a one-handed sword, but even the weapons, the way that this rune glows on the hilt here, and just overall very cool. That's the Asgard symbol. Really cool. Man, I'm blown away by this particular, not model because it's based on the Freya model, but this particular character, this boss character. I'm blown away by what they did to make it stand out. Oh, wow. Colossus of Asgard. Is this dude some sort of sentry or sentinel or protector? Gotta wonder if it is going to be a playable character, or if it's just going to be in the game as part of the Asgard faction. I like what they've shown here. They show you that this axe is almost 3.5 meters long, which makes it absolutely immense. This dude is an absolute massive chunky tank, dude. Muted colors being used to great effect. Very earthen looking, very rock-like, almost mechanical, like an automaton. And at a guess, I would say that it is some form of automaton in the Asgard faction. Even the use of these chains with the little Thor's hammers and stuff, and the Asgard symbol, and then other runic type style with Celtic, not Celtic, Norse style shapes, and yeah, that's kind of cool. And the axe, you get absolutely chomped by that. Ah, there it is again. There's the axe, a close-up of the axe with the two styles, or at least it's the same axe, isn't it? So you've just got the almost 3/4 view where it's just tilted a little bit to give it that effect of what it looks like on an angle. I love the detailing on these things. So cool. Just so much detail, even in the pommel with just the ring and the extra ring hanging off the ring and the pommel and then up to the handle. It's just, it looks so good. Oh, a Banshee. Alright. Here we have a Banshee, which will be in the Avalon faction. So Avalon is based on Celtic mythology, and Banshees are in Celtic mythology. Ghost-like woman, spectral, probably an uncommon, could be a rare. We're just guessing here. But yeah, with the textures, things look so much better. She's got a dagger sticking into her chest. So I guess the mythology is that Banshees come about when a woman is murdered and her spirit rises and then haunts the area. Very spectral. I hope she floats. It would be cool if we saw her feet sort of hanging down as if she were floating. That would be a cool effect. What's her name? We've seen her before. Izanami, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think it's Izanami. With you've got the fox face at the back, and then the tendrils of hair just floating all around. Yeah, we've seen her before. Just another example of it with the kanzashi, the hairpins that are all in there, and this almost crown-like bit. I've commented on all the colors and the style of this kimono and stuff before, and the fact that you've got this nine-tails fox here, and yeah, really cool. Another close-up of Izanami and Ishtar. So this is Eka, the Eka faction, which is based on, I believe it's based on Sumerian mythology. I'd have to double check that. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. I don't know what she's going to be, legendary or epic. What are our thoughts? But yeah, really cool looking. I'm guessing that Ishtar's going to be a legendary. I mean, come on, guys. You've got your scimitar here at the back, the shield, which is very detailed. That is super cool. And the beautiful colors of purple, the different purples and blues that are being used. Really nice job on this one. Loving it. I'm loving what they're doing. I wish we had a close-up of her face so that we could see more of the detail in there, but it's gonna be really, really good detail. Some concepts of the Omeokan, or one of the Omeokan stages. Here we have all the Inca, Mayan, Aztec style temples and temple steps, and a big temple to their gods, and the statues and the totem type things. So cool when they block this stuff out, and this line drawing is just so artistic and so superb. And then we get to see another stage here, the Shrine of Hercules dungeon concept. That is an absolutely massive statue of Hercules, and then you've got these, I guess, Olympus maidens statues, and yep. An adventurer approaches the Shrine of Hercules. He's looking down, he's like, bro, yeah, I got the goods. They've basically blocked out the Shrine of Hercules setting a bit more, where when it gets turned into 3D, they know exactly what they're doing, which is kind of cool to see. Battleground. So it's an arena. That reference picture's kind of sick. So it's an arena for battling, I'm guessing. So you've got water separating it that we can see more clearly here, and then you've got your big statue and part of the shrine there, and then this is where you fight. I guess see, in my mind, battleground means PvP, but this isn't necessarily PvP. However, it's like a single setting. It seems like a single setting, a place where you would face off opponent to opponent. That's what it seems like to me. Oh, we've got the summoning stones. Aetherite. Aetherite? Is that what Simon called them? The summoning ether. That is so freaking cool. You've got epic, you've got rare, and you've got legendary, right? But also they almost match cunning, wisdom. What's the other one? Strength, which is red, not orange, and purple, which we don't have a name for still. We don't know. We don't know what the purple affinity is called yet. I would go with balance, because between strength, cunning, wisdom, you've got balance there, balancing out those different attributes. Yeah, so I don't know how exactly summoning in the Godforge is going to work, but I doubt they'll go, yo, pop your green one and you'll get green ones, and pop your blue one and you'll get blue champions. I'm guessing that it's kind of similar to Raid in that, you know, this would be the equivalent to a sacred shard, the equivalent to an ancient shard, the equivalent to a mystery shard, and the equivalent to a void shard. That's what I'm guessing. But I really like these models, these 3D models. And here we have a new background. This is one of the backgrounds that I believe Simon showed, where he was talking about how the characters from the different mythologies kind of were engaging with each other. Now we've got Dracula here looking absolutely sick. We've got what's his name? The boss at the end of the Alpha Cavern that Sigurd slew in mythology. What is the name of that boss? All I could think of was Fenrir, but it's Fafnir. I had to look that up. I was like, who did Sigurd slay? It's Fafnir. Okay, so this is the dragon Fafnir, right? And then we've got Dracula here. We've got Baba Yaga shooting one of these Aru dudes, not an Arubian archer. It's one of those lesser warriors from the Aru faction, which is the Egyptian one. Yep. So Baba Yaga here with her chicken feet. Then we've got Shamash, the sun god from Eker, coming in, and he's going for Fenrir. So there's Fenrir, the wolf from the Norse mythology. So you've got the Asgard represented here. Kind of cool to see them all fighting each other and who's attacking whom. And Dracula's like, I'm just going to stride across the battlefield here and just draw my blood magic. Nice, 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 nice. And it looks like that's the end of it. Some great reveals, some great character models, and a new background for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was very cool seeing Dracula's special effects, especially being able to see his ultimate from the 2 different angles. And that just 4-hitter AoE. Ah, so good. I hope you're pumped. I hope you're excited. I hope that you're looking forward to Alpha. It's coming soon. It's creeping ever closer. We're going to have a lot of fun in the Alpha Cavern, I can tell you. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic day.